Hey y'all, check it out. Here I am, deep in the heart of East Texas. It's a beautiful morning. Fixing to go over to the farmer's market and see my friends Josh and Mandy. I went out to their place yesterday and got a big tour of their wonderful garden. It's really got a lot of stuff going on over there. It's a real cool setup. I took a bunch of pictures, and I was leaving just as they were starting to get ready for this farmer's market this morning. So I'm going to go over and see how they did and how they're doing, and I'll show you what I saw at their place. All right.
This is sweeter than love.
So the flowers are beautiful today. How long did it take you to get them all last night?
6 hours. We worked from flowers from 3 to 9.
Wow.
It was 9 when we came in the house.
Wow, I didn't even look at the time. I was so tired.
Well, awesome. I'm glad they're selling so well. Excellent.
All our cucumbers sold, all our zucchinis sold.
Right on.
Yeah, we just got a few tomatillos left.
Well, I went out and squeezed my tomatillas this morning, and a couple are getting close, but I've got a bunch of new ones that are just empty puffballs, you know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have some of those too.
Excellent. The borage and the marigolds and the nasturtiums all together. It's beautiful in here. Oh, and I love those tomatoes with the fluted edges. What variety are these? Do you remember?
Those are, beefsteaks.
Beefsteaks. My dad used to grow beefsteaks.
And all these, we didn't have enough room in Dallas where we lived to process it all into soil. And we knew that like this is what dirt's supposed to be made out of. Like grass and leaves and horse poop.
Well, you've got a lot of space out here. I've seen a couple of the compost piles and stuff like that. That's pretty out of sight. You got a pumpkin down there?
Got a few of them. Just a little.
Yeah.
There's a nice set over there. There's a few of these too.
Oh, what are those?
That's a cantaloupe, I believe.
Cantaloupe.
Cantaloupe or a honeydew.
We're not
I
sure.
don't know.
These are cayennes. I think some of those will be good soon.
So what plants do you have like the best luck with?
Oh, the plants with hair or
Spikes.
Yeah.
Yeah, really.
The ones that hurt when
The
you
ones-
try to get in there. Those always do great.
Cucumbers, tomatoes, peppers, asparagus. We have lots of flowers. We have, nasturtiums, marigolds, zinnias. We also do lots of herbs underneath all the green. There's like pockets of herbs in there. So we have, basil. Oh no, we have parsley, oregano, dill, fennel, thyme, chives, catnip. I mean, we've tried to cover all of our bases there.
Out of sight.
Well, it's fun, we take everything to the market, and usually on Saturdays what we don't sell, I drive around to all my old friends and other people in the community, and I just give it to them. Or, some people pay me for them, but it's more about just getting good things to good people.
Right on, right on.
Really, really fun. How many weeks have we been there?
Just our 6th time.
Tomorrow will be the
Time.
6th time.
Out of sight. And how long does it take you to get ready to go to market?
Well, we usually start about 3 o'clock on Friday. We'll start really getting, get the car loaded up, get the coolers and the ice. But then Saturday morning's the
Crack of
rush.
dawn.
Yeah, we get up like
About 4 o'clock.
4 a.m. And we get out here and start cutting all the stuff we need to take to the market.
We got headlights,
Fun-
little
headlights.
6 LED headlights.
Oh,
so
that's
we can-
cool.
Yeah, I usually do all the picking, and he'll bundle up what he needs to bundle up, and separate out the things.
No chemicals.
No chemicals.
No chemicals.
Leaves, grass clippings, and horse manure.
Yep.
And I see there's just so many bugs out here. I imagine there's good bugs taking care of the bad bugs.
Yep, absolutely. We've learned a lot about assassin bugs. I had no idea that they traveled in gangs. That's really fun to see when you find those. What other good bugs have we seen out here?
There's lots of ladybugs and
Oh yeah, the bees, of
bees.
course.
Yeah. There's all kinds of bees. You see little metallic colored bees and European honeybees and the big bumblebees. We've seen bees in the squash plants and the zucchini plants that have so much pollen on them they have to stop and clean off before they can fly to the next flower. Those are,
Out of sight.
but there's great bugs. And that butterfly.
That's your natural pest control right there.
Wow.
You go there, big guy. Yeah.
Even the hummingbirds we've seen on the porch, there'll be hummingbirds come in. Just
Loving it.
Yeah.
They're so awesome to see. And the hummingbirds really love the coral bean.
Yeah, that's cool. That's a neat looking plant. I'll show
It's got
people
that
that.
really long flower, and the hummingbirds can really get in there like nobody's business.
Cool.
And we're just giving it time to break down, but we couldn't wait to just, wait for, to completely break down. So some of them we were just like, well, let's put a few plants in there and see how they do and see how the plants react to this kind of soil. So
Living compost boxes.
yeah, so I mean, I know sometimes they say it won't work, but that never really stops us. We
You gotta
always
try it
just wanna
anyway.
See it for ourselves what happens. So, I mean, we've learned a lot, and we're just gonna keep doing it, and
Right
over
on.
time it'll create into something totally different than what you see here.
Yeah.
It's just a fun process.
Now, you showed me the little irrigation system you got set up on your tomatoes. Can you tell me and the people at home a little bit more about how you set that up? Where'd you get that irrigation system?
Well, we were driving home from somewhere, and this guy had a garage sale on our street, and so we just stopped by just to see. We didn't really want to buy much or whatever, but we saw this. What was it? A 500 yards? Feet. 500 feet hose. Sorry, 500 feet hose. And I was like, "What is that? Is that a drip line?" And the guy was like, "Yeah, it's just $15." And he showed us even how he used it throughout his property, and so we were sold. We bought it, and then the next day Josh bought some emitters. And so yeah, we turned it into some container tomato plants.
Do you have to water everything else by hand? Do you have a sprinkler out here, or is he just relying on the rain?
All the other beds have soaker hoses under the mulch.
Oh,
You hook
right
up the
on.
hose to one fitting, and it splits and runs 5 soaker hoses down the length of the bed.
Oh, that's awesome. Well, see, I didn't see that. That's why I had to ask. That's awesome.
Yeah, we've got 5 acres. It's 335 feet wide, and you can do the math on 5 acres length. 335.
But yeah, we know that we just put in a fence across the whole section to section off the back, because we're the very last one. So we sectioned off the rest of the trailer park because we plan on actually getting some goats and maybe some chickens
And some sheep.
So, but yeah.
You tired of mowing the lawn, huh?
Well, honestly, I love mowing the yard. I love mowing. I love weed eating.
There's a zen
It's
kind
a
of
very
thing to it.
fortunate passion. It's a deafening silence. when
But yeah, so we fenced off the rest, and we actually just live in a small travel trailer It's like 24
Yeah,
feet.
8 by 24.
So,
Well, I told you that you guys are like all my favorite YouTube videos rolled up into one. I've been watching a lot of the tiny living videos, and there's this one young couple that live in a trailer much smaller than yours, and man, they've got a great YouTube channel. Is that growing up that fence there all by itself? Are you having to help it much?
no, it does it pretty much on its own. Sometimes we have to help with direction. Like it'll try to go one way too far, but for the most part, it does it itself.
Right on. This is beautiful out
We don't
here.
claim to be experts. We're definitely learners, you
Well-
know, but we're having fun with it.
After a couple seasons, you guys are going to be moving towards the expert level.
I came over one day, she's like, hey, I need your help. I was like, alright, you know, I'm used to it. They always need something. And she showed me this tiny little gray kitten, just covered in fleas, filthy, muddy cat. And she's like, what do we do? I'm like, I don't know. I was like, fine. I'll take him home. Washed him, fed him. And he lived in a box outside for a couple weeks.
Now he's a farm kitty.
Yeah,
And
and
now he follows us all around.
all he got was like cold cuts and milk. Our neighbor gave
We
us
didn't know
milk.
what to do.
That's a pretty good diet.
Yeah.
I live.
How much did you pay for these?
$1.25.
$1.25 for each of these things of all these different fancy bulbs, and they'll grow back every year. Probably be able to separate them out and multiply them, huh?
Yep, it was about $35 for all the bulbs.